one of its 7. They are in green. That's Thomas Fierro. And in the red, from Perth Amboy, James Rodriguez.
Once again, James accomplished a lot as a freshman. He set the Perth Amboy school record with 35 wins, went to the state tournament as a third-place finisher. He was third place at the counties, third place in the districts, third place in the regions, and he won a match at the state. So, you know, he improved on it, and hopefully this year he's got 20 wins already. He's got 55 wins already as a sophomore. So he's on his way maybe to setting the all-time Perth Amboy school record. We'll see.
Rodriguez, a sophomore, and his opponent Fierro was a junior, an 18-6 record on the season. He was a champion last year at the GMCs at 106 pounds, and also took a second in the districts at that weight.
So he's grown.
Yeah,
20-something pound weight difference.
Well, for those who don't know, the weights are certified, so you can't have kids cutting too much. So he must have grown. It had to be a growth spurt somewhere in there because, you know.
What happened to Fierro? I think after the districts, he couldn't hold the weight anymore. Okay. And in fact, he didn't even make it to the region level. You know, sometimes with these younger kids at 106, you know, holding the weight is just so tough, and the body just says no, you know? And that's pretty much, I think, what happened with him. You know, and probably no fault of his own, just that he just started getting that growth spurt with young kids, and nothing you can do.
No score so far. We've wrestled 1 minute and 20 here at 132 pounds. James Rodriguez from Perth Amboy, Thomas Fierro from South Plainfield.
They met early in the year. James beat him in the dual meet. It was a close match, 5-3 or something of the same. So they have met before. So you know, you always say if you lose to somebody, they may have an advantage second time. You know, and it's tough to beat the same guy a couple of times. So you know, there's two thinkings now. They're just head smacking each other. So you know, that seems to be the game plan. There's South Plainfield, and there's the stolen call.
Yeah, he was backing up. I was just about to say that it seems that Rodriguez is a little more aggressive. He's taking a few more shots, and they get the second period, and the choice will be for
South Plainfield.
South Plainfield. He's going to take bottom. The 132-pound weight class is sponsored by Raspa Jewelers of Highland Park. It's a family-owned business, and they are dedicating this match to the memory of Anthony Raspa, a 2008 graduate of Bishop R and a New Jersey State Trooper who died in the line of duty in 2015. And our thanks to Raspa Jewelers of Highland Park.
Well, James is on top. He got looking for a near side tilt. Fierro's using his height advantage to spread himself out. So we'll see how far this goes. Got a claw right on top here. You know,
Rodriguez has the wrist on the far side.
And we'll see, you know, if the referees break a stalemate here, if they call stalling. Well, we're going to see what happens here, all right? Fierro trying to get up, Rodriguez riding him.
Good tight ride, and there's no stalling there. He's trying to control that wrist.
He's working, you know. Hopefully they'll let him. He's trying to get the bar in. He's almost got it. And,
they are on the edge, right in front of the South Plainfield bench.
All right, so one thing I think what happens with our officials in New Jersey, maybe through no fault of their own, they start calling stalling and everything, and then when our kids get to the next level in college, it's a totally different ball game.
Yeah.
They get ridden, they can't ride, you know, and I've spoken to, you know, some of the uppers in the officiating in New Jersey, and I've expressed that fact to them and saying, listen, we have to get our kids also ready for the college, because you know a lot of our kids state champs go there in college and they can't get out of the bottom because the officials call stolen all the time, or on top they never get any work. You know, then you wrestle kids from Pennsylvania who they want you on the mat. Right. Pennsylvania wants you on the mat. They don't care what you do on top. They want you on the mat, and that's the difference, you know? So we'll see how far this goes.
Good work by James Rodriguez as they go out of bounds. Fierro came to his feet, but fighting.
40 seconds away.
Still no score.
No score. As long as they keep working, both guys, you know, hopefully no stolen comes in it. But as you can look, James got a stolen call to give if they want to call him that. But I wouldn't panic here. As long as he keeps working out to the side, trying to pin him, and he is trying to work. He's got the wrist. All right, Fierro to his feet now. 20 seconds left in the match.
Fierro gets that escape.
And we'll see if we get a takedown here. Oh.
Takes a good shot. Just missed it. No score. Oh, or did they?
No.
No, they are neutral.
Neutral.
I think that was a good call. I don't think he really had control, even though his toes were in. I don't think he had control.
No, I think the Perth Amboy kid stepped on the wood, outside the boundary.
Well, and that's a disadvantage, so you obviously have to stop that.
Definitely way out there. Plus, it was only on one leg.
A few seconds left here in the period. We're going to end it and go to the third with a 1-0 lead for South Plainfield's Thomas Fierro over Perth Amboy's James Rodriguez.
Okay. All right. Well, we got height versus short once again here, and we'll see if this plays into the match.
Do you not allow tall people in Perth Amboy to wrestle?
126.
It is what it is.
And we are tied as Rodriguez gets an escape.
Takedown may decide this match. Now, Fierro does have a stolen call, so we can't be too cautious here. I think that's his strategy too, it seems to be, but he has been warned, so we'll see how long this goes. He's looking to counter. I think that's his philosophy. He's going to get hit with, if he don't start, he's going to hit with stalling.
Rodriguez has been the aggressor. He's taken more shots, there's no question in my mind. And Rodriguez circles more than Fierro has.
Dan Smith from Piscataway.
A shot, and then right back out again. And there's a takedown. So 3 points scored by Rodriguez here in the third period gives him the 3-1 lead at 132 pounds. And a minute to go in regulation. He's got to ride, he's got to keep under control, and as we keep saying, make sure he's not stalling. He can't stay in one position.
He's doing on him. No, I don't know Fierro. What's Fierro doing on the bike? Trying to get out? I don't know what's going on here. So
we don't have the camera on the other side to see it. We can't really tell what's going on there. He may be peeling off the hands, which is okay. Rodriguez out front a little bit more than I would like, and he gets
3-2 now. This is going to be close.
33 seconds to go in the third period. They are neutral, and we may have blood, and we do. We have blood for Fierro. And a reminder, as we take this timeout for blood, this timeout sponsored by Dr. Ed Marion of Home Care Rehab. It is a longtime referee and a friend of Middlesex County Wrestling. He's a licensed physical therapist, brings care straight to your home. Visit dremarion.com, that's dremarion.com, or call 732-610-2528. And we're also going to mention quickly that Best Way Trucking Service is a sponsor of the Middlesex County Wrestling Coach Association, a leader in the trucking and courier industry in the tri-state area. Visit bestwaytrucking.us or call 973-882-3111. So it looked like Fierro had blood in the nose, and they're cleaning that up.
Right, and once we can see interesting with the strategies from the Perth Amboy, if they're going to stay aggressive, sometimes when you get too conservative, you give up a cheap takedown and you lose the match. So it's got to be a balance. I
don't think, based on what we've seen of Rodriguez and what I've seen, you've seen him more obviously. I don't think he's going to lay back.
No, I think
he's going to stay in and be the aggressor.
South Plainfield's in the match. Anything can happen here. Take that takedown. Anything can happen. Everybody seems to be motivated. James getting fired up over here. So we'll see.
He's ready to go.
The thing about James is such a humble kid. He doesn't even know how good he is. He has no clue how good he is. We had to break him a bad habit. From the middle school, he wanted to hug everybody. He was running to hug everybody, and we had to brace to James. Enough of it with the hugging. But that's just his personality, So we'll see what happens here. And we've got some blood time here.
You get 5 minutes total for blood, but once they stop the actual bleeding, which they did a while back, the cleanup does not count against that time. So now we're just in a cleanup.
Recovery or from when it started bleeding?
No, I think it's just cleanup now. So once they stop the bleeding, his blood time, cumulative 5 minutes for the match, and we are back. 33 seconds to go. A 3-2 lead for James Rodriguez of Perth Amboy over Thomas Fierro. Perth Amboy has one champion already tonight. Looking for a second here at 132 pounds. 25 seconds to go. Rodriguez circling, so he's not backing up. He's staying in the fray, in the center circle. Now he's backing up a little bit. He could get warned, but he's got one to give as we come under 5 seconds to go here in the period and the regulation, and that is the match. And the winner James Rodriguez of Perth Amboy by a 3-2 count, the champion at 132 pounds.
James Rodriguez. Now for the middle.